Hello, everybody. It is Anita here. Liberate Me. Energy, sacred energy update in the new moon in Pisces. And not astrologer, not any of those things. Read the sacred energies and an energy update from a Liberate Me perspective. This is a generic reading, generic insights. And so it does require, for the best use and for maximum use, to be personalized, bespoke to you with your individual sacred geometry profile signature. Okay, you should be able to request that below in the box. Please subscribe, please share, please like, all of that. It helps get the message out there for when I can come in and do these. So this is big energy. So I'm just going to jump straight into it. And I've got some notes here. So the new moon chaos is, if everything feels a bit off right now, this is going to tell you why. Because it's pretty big energy. For those of you that do understand or know your planetary movements or astrology or energies and things like that, it is new moon in Pisces. We're still in retrograde. That means a lot from the past keeps trying to come back. There's a lot of disturbance, a lot of interruption, but particularly this new moon energy is intense. There can be chaos, there can be anger, there can be confusion, and a lot surfacing all at once. So if things are feeling a bit heightened or a lot heightened, then this will land for you and hopefully help you navigate this, because we are all in this together. If you're here live, say hello and where you are from in the chat. I would love to hear from you. And if you're going to be watching the replay, say hello as well. Feel free to comment, feel to share, all of that stuff. So, all right, let's get into this. Let me feed into this. So, now the new moon energy, which is today, well, it depends where you are, March 18th, but it doesn't really matter. It goes over the few days, is a big energy right now for us, because so things could be feeling very irritated, a bit all over the place, like you can't get clarity, even though you've got clarity. So let's get into it. So I am Anita, Liberate Me, of the individual sacred geometry signature method. And welcome to the YouTube channel. This is Real Talk. And today I'm going to discuss what's here in this new moon and these energies generally, as we and the sacred are reading it, which is occurring in the sign of Pisces. So Pisces is all about belief systems, okay? So feel into some beliefs you have right now. And I invite you to get a pen and a paper and write those out. What are some beliefs you have right now? Because this is an opportunity it's all about identity here, okay? To take away the old identity, come into your new identity, your next chapter, and upgrade and change that belief system to one that actually serves you, right? Because we are what we believe, okay? And this will prompt a reevaluation of our beliefs, or as new information has emerged from these energies, from these astrological transitions, and it's showing us a new direction. If we're smart enough, intelligent enough to see it amongst the chaos, the anger, the trigger that may be going on. Okay, so it's showing us a new direction, new things, maybe a lot of things we didn't want to know or experience. So see where you are experiencing any of those energies right now, where you're feeling anger, chaos, irritation, like it's just not clear, it's heavy. If you've got any, sicknesses in your body, from your individual sacred geometry profile signature, we can read what that is for you, what the message is. Okay, but no, it's all happening for you, not to you. That very thing is the piece that's going to take you forward. So whatever that is for you, there's beliefs in there that are trying to upgrade to a new belief system. Okay, so, and it's water. Pisces is water. What is water? Emotions. What is emotions? Now, emotions, without being contained and utilized in a very specific way as they've been designed for you, can just be, like a shipwreck, can just be a disaster, okay? And can lack intelligence. But emotions used correctly with your sacred geometry signature have the ability to go into motion and create what you desire, or even better, and in a very practical way. So we do things in a very practical way with your identity signature, whether that is in your purpose, your relationships, your health, or your wealth. So feel which area you would like a new beginning in right now, a new start. New moons are always about that, but what does that mean specifically? And what is it that you desire specifically right now? Because it's severe. I mean, the weather conditions of this particular new moon, the Pisces, the retrogrades, and the energy generally, even if you're not into any of that stuff and you're just taking this very practically, it still works. Okay. If it relates to you, it relates to you. Severe weather, storms, where I am right now, lots going on here. So on a global scale, things are going on a collective and on an individual scale. Okay. So what is that suggesting? Now, out of chaos or intensity or any of these things, it suggests potential for creativity, to create what you desire, or even better, an innovative work, okay, for your next upgrade in your purpose, relationships, health, or wealth. They all come together in the sacred, okay, and we show you how to activate those simultaneously. So this can be a time of creative trends, inventions. Now, you all have a purpose, what we here call a soul design IP, an intellectual property, nothing that you have to work out. It can be read from your signature. And when you have that IP, you have that framework, you have that, if it's a business or career, you have that brand and you are your brand. Wow, things can really start to happen for you to create the lifestyle that you want. But right now, it may not be feeling like that at all, okay? Because the way things are positioned energetically right now is creating a buildup of intensity. And, even to incite violence, anger, rage in some way. World level, community level, local level, individual, okay? So it creates that violent experience, literal or, energetic, okay? So feel where you're feeling that, and what areas are you feeling that, and what are your current beliefs around that right now? Okay, because it wants you to upgrade that belief to get the thing that you want, okay? And do feel free to share that in the comments. And the Mercury retrograde that we have going on is adding to the chaos with uncertainty, technology disruptions, global events. So, and we also have an eclipse that is continuing, and it's revealing hidden truths that need to be addressed, want to be addressed. So there's so much that has been hidden for so long, and through your beliefs from your false identity, parts of your signature that are not you, it has been holding you back, but that's going to be revealed now, okay? So this transition is happening. I mean, it started really in February, and it's illustrating, if you like, karmic situations, okay? And it's leading to pivotal changes in human evolution, collectively, community, and individually. And if we utilize it, use it for what it's here for, because you're not broken, you don't need fixing. You're here, I say that a lot in Liberate Me. You are going to feel the intensity of it. And the energy has totally shifted this month. So now it's moving into, or an invitation for you into increase awareness about your sacred self, okay? What we here call in Liberate Me, your individual sacred geometry profile signature. If you haven't received that, we're offering that complimentary. It is incredible, and it will show you the personal beliefs shifts that are here, okay, that are available to you. So this is all about getting the awareness of those, of your identity and those belief shifts, and it wants to bring in revelations for you, okay? Now, it is not easy, because many of you will struggle to accept new truths, or even to become aware of them, to accept new truths that contradict your previous beliefs. That's something that you may have held on to very tightly, but it completely contradicts it. But if you can accept it and take action on it, there's going to be big shifts for you, big results, big. Okay, so but you may even already notice, and let me know if you're starting to shift from what you previously believed, okay? And which area you're starting to shift in what you previously believed, whether that's in your purpose, relationships, health, wealth. Identify that, because it's great, because you may already be moving. You may not want to accept it. You may be irritated or angry with it, or it may be coming to you in some way. What is that? So this month, March, is anticipated to be turbulent, tumultuous. I can't say that very well, but there is hope here, okay? But not just hope for improvement in those coming months. It really depends how we activate it, because we work in partnership with the energies of life around us, the universe, the sacred, spirituality, planetary moves, life itself. Practically, it matters what we do and how we navigate that. And your individual sacred geometry profile signature helps you to do that. So you're going to see that this month, people or yourself or situations may be enraged about things, like, right? Now, that's fire. That's the emotions of fire. And fire creates things if we know how to direct it. But it really does put life back into you, into the people around you, into your purpose, into your relationships, into your wealth and health, and into society and the world, and give you a new world perspective, a new self perspective, a new relationship perspective. So it's really, really special. This energy is very, very special. And please do subscribe, sign up, hit notifications here, and we'll keep these live discussions going and this sacred engagement through Liberate Me, through these sacred energy updates. And like I say, it's very important to have your personal planner around this. So your personalized individual identity sacred geometry signature, that analysis, you can reach out for that to utilize it in any area of your life of what is specific for you and what needs to happen right now. Okay. So again, thank you for joining me today, whether you're here live or watching the replay, because there's big energy here for you, and we're working in the background at Liberate Me to serve you more and more in different ways so you can utilize this and get the most out of it. Okay. So, all right, let's see. Now, this is marking the beginning of an unusual cycle where every new moon in the last 6 months has been at the same degrees, okay? Exactly the same. So, for those of you into astrology and things like that, the sequence includes Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces, okay? That's where we are now. And the new moons occurred at the same time, at the same angle, all right? And why is this important, okay? And the reason why it's important, and also, like I mentioned, we've got those Mercury retrogrades going on. and that's still happening. So it's causing confusion, maybe panic. Okay, so if you're experiencing that, or you see other people experience that, or it's under the surface, even though you're keeping it real, so it's okay. That's why it's happening. It's completely normal. It's just here for you to utilize. It has messages for you. Okay, so you can expect increased unrest in the last few days, in the coming days, globally, collectively, in the community, and individually. Okay, and then you want to see what your belief system is to that thing and double check it, because that belief system wants to upgrade to the truth of your identity. And if you do that in a very specific way, right, it's going to deliver what you desire, or even better. Now, there are a lot of headless chickens in the short term. There's a lot of panic. Okay. So you can observe that maybe around you, public panic or personal, or in your community. There's misinformation, you're giving yourself confusion due to these alignments. So, but there is anticipation of calmer days, especially after tomorrow, the 19th. It can start to calm down, but you don't just want it to calm down. You want to be utilizing it, okay? You want to be using it. These energies are here for us to use. We're part of it, okay? And if we can work in reciprocation and partnership with it, great things can happen, okay? So there is a vacuum that has occurred, okay? And I won't go into all the ins and outs of that, but there's a vacuum to create right now, okay? A little portal of opportunity. So the intelligent people now will go, right, I'm not going to overreact. Now, if you do overreact, it's okay. It's not who you are. It's not who they are. It's about, hold on, why is this here? The growth is always in the challenging nightmare situations, if you like, okay? So, what is this growing in me right now? Why is this here? Why is this for me? If you can love yourself through your worst, love others or situations in their worst times, and utilize it for what it's there for, and not overreact. Or if you overreact, recover quickly, see what the message is in it. No shame in that game. So, let me know if you're feeling these energies. Give me a yes in the chat if you're here live. So suggestions, okay, yes, stay calm and collected for the next few days. It's not easy, but focus on grounded things, okay, and mix amongst the sort of panic, if you like, from yourselves, the media, individually, from other individuals, from communities, and just really acknowledge, hello, Rebecca from Italy, lovely to see you. So notice the things that are okay. Like, I can still go to the supermarket. I can still get petrol for my car. The trains are running. I've got food in my fridge. Just ground into that, all right? But you really want to be utilizing this. So it's awareness of reoccurring cycles, all right, that have been going for the last 6 months, all right? A little invitation, because the new moons have happened on the 19th to the 22nd of each month in the last 6 months. See if you can see what happened around those times for you, okay? Because I have individual messages and activation for you for that emergence of something new, that transformation, okay, in your purpose, in your relationships, in your health, in your wealth, where you're most wanting it. And feel free to share that in the comments. Feel to share that if you are requesting your identity, sacred geometry, profile signature is unique to you, so you can put this all together, because something new is about to emerge, okay? And if you work with it, you can also receive something new. And you may be like a feeling of, I'm not quite sure what that is yet, because this is not clarity right now. So, but I know there's something. So can you feel that? Embrace the opportunity right now that's being presented by the new moon, okay? It's about planting seeds. So engaging with some personal aspirations right now, projects. What are those aspirations and projects? And really important now to address the inner darkness or the outer darkness that's going on. No, it's not who you are. You're not broken. You do not need fixing. It is about using it, understanding the special magic that's inside of it just for you, because it actually is there to prepare you for the renewal. Okay. So this current energy update from Liberate Me and the Sacred really is demanding maturity, thoughtful navigation of challenges, if that's available for you. Otherwise, it can be activated for you, from you, and to you from your individual signature. And really, it is emphasizing individual responsibility, individual leadership on this. If you can do that and go plant your seeds, it is now time to dream in a new future. Okay. So feel into what is that new future that you want right now in your relationships, your purpose, your wealth, and your health. Okay. Write it down, put it in the chat. Okay. Because what we're sharing here today and emphasizing on in feeling these energies is the chaotic energies that are going on. Where are you feeling chaos or irritation? Extreme or less extreme? It could be on a scale. And this is going to be prevalent, okay, due to those Pisces influences, okay? There's a notable influx of energies that you may be noticing. Let me know. I'd love to hear from you if that's true for you. That have been creating chaos in several areas of life. So you are not alone inside of this. You're not alone. I'm in the same bandwagon as all of you as we navigate through these energies together. Now, there may have been some surprises, or there could be some surprises, okay? So good or bad, okay? But there is no good or bad in the sacred, because the bad is for the good if we know how to utilize it correctly. So I'm inviting you to reflect on any unforeseen circumstances or truths that may have surfaced in the past few days, or any chaos, especially in relationships, careers, or purpose. So, and ask yourself, have I been open to certain surprises? Or am I open to surprises? What is my relationship with surprises? Okay, what is my reaction to the surprise? That's going to be important. Okay, so the focus shouldn't just be on the challenge right now, because they are here, they are available to take advantage of. But the invitation here is it should be on how you respond to them. And that doesn't mean if you didn't respond perfectly and they've already happened that anything is wrong. That's not the case. They highlight the difference between welcoming pleasant surprises and dealing with those, unprepared disruptions that come out of nowhere, right? So what are the unprepared ones? Because the ones that are disruptive actually have gold in it for you, okay? And the kind of gold that it has for you in it is like financial surprises, relationship surprises that may have seemed manageable but come overwhelming suddenly. And then it's going to have the opposite effect. So then it's going to be a good surprise, okay, if we navigate this and activate this in a certain way with your individual profile signature. So key takeaways, okay, not just for managing the chaos, but for using it, okay? How to use it to get what you want. Why is it here? It's all here by design, okay? It's all a sacred ecosystem for us to utilize. So attempt to not react. So avoid hitting back in response to emotional turmoil as it escalates. Instead, emotionally elevate. That doesn't mean don't feel it. That doesn't mean don't get annoyed. That doesn't mean don't be human. Be human, right? You're going to feel those things right now. Yet at the same time, notice them. Talk about them. See what they're here for. Okay, get the answers. Why is this here? What's the message in it for me? How am I here to utilize this for that upgrade that I'm designing in purpose or career, relationships, health, or wealth? Stay calm, breathe. It's vital right now to respond from a place of intelligence rather than an emotion if it's available for you. It is absolutely vital. I'm just reading the comment here. I'm Pisces, Sun, Mars, and Aries rising. Currently, all there seems to be is chaos, but I know what I want to achieve and just breathe slowly, take care of myself and those I care for. That's beautiful, Rebecca. I love that. So it's beautiful you're being with it in such a gorgeous way. You're recognizing it. If you haven't had your individual sacred geometry profile signature, you can claim that as a gift to see how now you're in a beautiful position because you're being very intelligent, mature, and calm with it. And so you're in a beautiful position. It's a great example and inspiration to us all to get into that position and then use it to create certain things. So thank you for sharing, Rebecca. Yes, so it's vital to respond from a place of intelligence right now rather than emotion, and come from kindness and compassion the best way you can. It's going to be a multitude of emotions towards yourself, towards others. So we're not just saying, you can't feel those feelings, feel them. But when we talk about emotional elevation, we can put it in the background, we can be with it, we can feel 2, 3, 4 things at the same time and respond thoughtfully to those challenging situations, whether they're between you and you, between you and another, between you and your purpose, between you and your lifestyle, you and your money, whatever it is. So take that moment to reflect, step away from the chaos to breathe, okay, and reflect, but don't just generically reflect, because what's happening for you has very individual, precise messages, okay? And you can just comment here, reading, okay? And we can reach out, or you can reach out, and we can give you what this means for you specifically. Yes. So this may mean retreating a bit into a quieter environment here and there. Doesn't mean you have to completely check out, okay? But it is like, let me just take a chill pill, all right? Because it is this energy of, if I'm not constantly doing things, if I haven't got it all worked out, I've got to control it. If I don't control it, then, I've got to micromanage it because I can't trust life. I can't trust the universe. It's not working for me. It's not going to deliver. I have to control it. So it's saying take a chill pill from that, because that's like saying to the sacred, the life, the energies that you're not going to provide for me. I've got to control everything. But actually that's getting in the way. Okay. So instead you want to be asking on those different situations and challenges, why is this happening for me right now? Why is this happening for me? And I get it. That's like, I don't want to ask that question, but it is so powerful. So consider, why is this happening for me? Or how can this be happening for me? How can this be happening for me? This can shift you into your true identity, not your false identity, for that growth and that understanding. So acknowledging the underlying issue, the turmoil reflects deeper issues or opportunities. I don't even like to call them issues, okay? Because right, but they do want addressing. And it's stating that the universe, the sacred, is actually facilitating right now. So if you can understand that, hold its hand, work with it. It knows it can help you if you understand the messages it's trying to give you, okay? Whether that be in your purpose, in your career, through that relationship, wherever there may have been problems or challenges, or where you're feeling, just had enough of this particular energy. If you utilize the self-discovery through these energies, this reading, if you want to go deeper, your bespoke individual sacred geometry signature, you can expect an awakening that helps you align and resonate with your desires and needs, so they can start to come in for you in the way they are designed for. And what are the practical things you need to do to support that, okay, and activate that. And it is really identifying different situations where that's happening. So identifying relationships, tough times, friends, you may be having feelings like, is this a true friend, not a true friend, family? And actually it's an opportunity to establish deeper connections with your purpose in relationships, with your wealth and your health, even though it may not feel like that right now because it's so intense with that chaos. aggression even, or that intense energy. But it is, as long as at the moment, the invite is openness to change, acceptance of necessary changes for that personal growth, okay? Despite this initial discomfort. Okay, we were, when you're born, right, there's a lot of discomfort, right, to you and to whoever gave birth to you, your mother. Okay, and something beautiful comes out of that. So what you're going through in this period is an awakening, a wake-up call, and is a call to action. All right, if you know exactly what that is and you're like, I can work with this, now I can be calm with it, I can be mature, I can be intelligent with it. Okay, so trust in that process. And I emphasize the importance of trust and faith in, if you like, the universe or life or the sacred plan for you, through you, with you. Even if you've been faced with immediate losses, pains, chaos, okay? And ask yourself, do you choose trust? Yes or no? It's okay if it's a no, all right? Because that's what the old belief system is. That's no longer going to support, and it's like, now I'm going to choose trust. Surrender. Do you choose love? Do you choose faith or not? And it's okay if you don't, because the opportunity now is to move into that and experience a new identity, all right? And therefore new results, new outcomes, okay? So share your experiences and feelings here as well, what you're feeling, any downloads that you've had in the comments, or if you want to reach out personally. And this helps to activate, because when we're witnessed, it can help to activate when we're in community. So we are here, I am here as Liberate Me, dedicated to help this community, okay? Whoever's here watching this, thank you for all of you that have been here live, and hello to you, those on the replay, because there's a promise here of valuable insights and guidance and activations for real world results. So, right, some practical stuff, not just airy fairy. So I'm going to continue to produce these videos for you guys to navigate through this as often as I can. I work deeply, high touch, boutique ways with incredible clients. So all of my attention goes into there because it is very individual. Yet I want to show up here as much as I can. If you are inside of the Liberate Me containers, you can be with this reading, come through and get your individual fuller reads, exactly how to activate this. If you're new to Liberate Me, you can request your signature. It's complimentary at the moment. You receive your signature, the 4 elements, and a reading bespoke to you, created for you on an audio, and we get on a call to dive into that deeper, to help you navigate this and much, much more. So thank you for being here. Thank you for being amazing. Stay strong. We are all in this together, and I am sending you a lot of love. This has been Anita of Liberate Me. Any questions, any feelings, feel free to comment, and I'll look to get back to those, or reach out personally, and we will be there for it together. I'm sending you so much love. Take it easy for now.